Hey guys, got something a little bit different for you today. We're going to take a look at Leonard's The Core, Whispering Willie. He's probably the coolest action figure that line ever came out with. At least in my opinion, he's uh, he's definitely different, interesting for sure. Um, with his pink mohawk and his Daisy Dukes and his dreadnought looking demeanor. He's got spikes everywhere. It almost hurts to pick him up. But yeah, man. Um, if you're a fan of GI Joe, probably know about the core. If you're a fan of the Dreadnoks, you probably heard of Whisperin' Willie because a lot of people sub him into their Dreadnought biker gang. Obviously, for obvious reasons, he's really super Mad Maxed out here. Um, thing about the core is their arms were a little skinnier. Their thumbs were a little bit weaker, and their legs were a little bit thinner as well. Um, but for the most part, I mean, they fit right in with Joe's. As far as size and height and everything, uh, sometimes the sculpts were a little more doughy, and the torsos a little bit less sculpting on them, detail work. But they're fun little interesting things, kind of cool, different, something, and they make good like civilians or again dreadnoughts, you know, and he's just cool, man. He looks like he's about to go to a punk rock club or a I don't know, bondage spot or something. I don't even know, but got his cool like Vulcan eyebrows here going straight up the top of his head. Um, wild, man, wild. But yeah, man, he's got spikes strapped on. I don't know what this deal is here, like a pad with spikes. I mean, he could just wear pants, but he just decided he wanted to protect that particular part of his leg, I guess. And I mean, that's cool, whatever, to each their own. We got a couple knives over here, 1, 2, 3, and of course some spiked gloves with some spiked knucks and a spiked ring around his arm there. And yeah, that's Whispering Willie, all right. Oh, the coolest part about this figure is his accessory, and I got to give a shout out to Half the Battle Timmer for this one. He suggested if you ever run across this triple chainsaw, it's an amazing accessory for Buzzer, and it totally is. I saw his review on it, and I had to track one of these down, and it actually wasn't that hard to find. Uh, Found it on eBay the first day I looked for it, and just searched triple chainsaw weapon for GI Joe, and it came right up, and it was like $5. But you know what? It's totally worth it because I mean, look at that. How wicked is that? It doesn't make any kind of sense, but it works for Buzzer because it's a chainsaw, and yeah. Of course, it looks good in his hands too. He originally came with it, so it totally fits him, and it also completes him. If you're looking for a complete Whispering Willie, you're gonna want this to go with it. But really, I mean, I bought it specifically for Buzzer, and I picked up Whispering Willie just by himself loose one day, just because how cool does he look? I've always been a fan of the Dreadnoks, and uh, yeah, I mean, how could you turn down a face like that? But if you're looking for any Leonard Core figures on the aftermarket, Always look at the pictures closely and make sure they have their thumbs, because they are notorious for thumbs breaking off on these guys. Super brittle. You don't want to jam anything large in their thumb holes, because they will break off, and a lot of them are just broken already. So buyer beware. Always check the thumbs. Always check your photos. Check for rusty screws in the back if you can see them. And aside from that, yeah, it's a really fun figure to have. Um, Again, one of my favorite core figures. And I don't review a lot of core on this channel, mostly a G.I. Joe channel, but you know, they're uh, they're still kind of Joes, right? Sorta, in a way, you know. But I had to review him because, like I said, Pink Mohawk, Daisy Dukes. I mean, he's just too crazy to not have something to say about him. So as far as the rating goes, I mean, for a Dreadnought, he's bottom tier. For a core figure, he's top tier. Absolutely top tier for a core figure. Like I said, he does fit in really well with the Dreadnoks. He's a great stand-in. If you got a whole bunch of Noks standing around, he looks really cool standing next to him. And yeah, but it's the core. They are what they are, and um, yeah, uh, that's what they are. So, what do you guys think about him? Um, is he super cool? Is he super suck? Let me know down in the comments below. Personally, I dig him. I can understand anybody who doesn't dig him because he's, the core and whatever. But yeah. And also, what do you guys think of the chainsaw gun? Is it super cool, super crazy? Not make any sense at all? I don't think it does make any sense, but it's still super cool and crazy. But again, let me know in the comments. And yeah, thanks for joining me with this review. And we'll see you again next time. All right.